Good morning. Time to make the coffee. I got a new little sign here, Dollar Tree. That reminds me not to go shopping and to eat well and spend less. Today it's only in the 20s. Brr, we got some snow. Not a ton, but it's more than a dusting. So I still didn't take down the Christmas tree. I don't know. What am I going to do with myself here? Today is the day, right? Hopefully. I probably won't be doing too much cooking today because I have a lot, but I still do have to make that cabbage. I'd like to make some sauerkraut and some unstuffed cabbage, but we'll see. The days always seem to go by so doggone fast. And then, of course, there's my issue of doing stuff and then just running out of energy. Well, we do with what we can, right? Make the best of things and just keep on going. That's what I tell myself. Just keep on going, do the best you can. And what you can't do, do it the next day. I don't like when things pile up, though. I do have times where I sort of get caught up a little bit, but if there's anything at all extra going on, that's when I fall behind. So I guess I just have to think of ways to incorporate those things without everything falling apart. So I'm planning on staying home today because it is cold out. And I don't like the cold. So let's put a little cream in the coffee. Uh-oh. Not to worry. I have another one. There we go. All right. So today's coffee is caramel and butterscotch. It was a Christmas flavor from Harry and David, I think. Again, not one of my favorites, but it's okay. Like I said, you put a chocolate creamer in coffee and it makes it all good. So let me give this a taste. Cheers. Needs more cream. It's a very strong coffee. So with coffee pods like that, I either add more water or I add more cream. And then it's fine. So I'm not sure. I have still some leftover peanut butter and jelly on toast that I didn't eat yesterday. I only ate one. So I'll probably eat that for breakfast, but we'll take a look in my refrigerator and see what the meals are for today. All right, I'm going to enjoy my coffee, and I'll be back in a little bit, and we'll see what household adventures await me today. Hello. Are you sitting in Mama's chair? Do you like Mama's chair? Do you like Mama's chair? Yes, you do. I know you do. It doesn't look very comfy. Time again. Time to look in the fridge and see what's for brunch and dinner. The sun is actually shining today. All right, let's see what we've got going here. For brunch, I could eat these boiled eggs, but I think I'm going to keep those for my salad. I've got a little tiny bit of soup here that I didn't finish last night, so I stuck it in a container. Still lots of cheese. And I still have this salami that I have to eat. It's vegan. Let's see, I still have eggs. I have this peanut butter and jelly that I did not eat yesterday, and I have to eat that today. So I think I'll eat that. And I think I'll have an orange with that. I have 3 left, so I'm going to have that. All right, that's my brunch. Now for dinner, I have this soup that I made yesterday. I still have a little bit of my homemade bread. I could have soup with a sandwich. That would be good. Or I could have one of my salads. Those only keep a couple days, so I really need to eat those up too. I could have that with a sandwich. And then I'm going to start to make a couple things. I want to make some rice and some textured vegetable protein because I want to make some stuffed peppers. I have 3 peppers here, and I want to make some deconstructed stuffed cabbage. And I'll probably put a couple mini peppers in there too. So anyway, those are some ideas for dinner. So still lots of food to eat in here. I have some celery sticks. I should eat a few of those. Maybe with some ranch. All right. I will meet you at the stove. Alright, I'm here at my stove again, and I have some of this Bob's Red Mill TVP. It's textured vegetable protein. It's got 13 grams of protein in it, and if you don't have access to a lot of meat, or if it's too expensive or whatever, get some of this. Now this, I don't know how much it costs right now, but it makes a lot. And this is 12 ounces, so it goes a far way. So I always keep that in my stash. And I'm going to flavor this. I keep it in one of these jars, and this was free. It came with nuts. So I always save these and then I label them. So I want to make this beef flavor. So I have this no beef bouillon from Better Than Bouillon. And I'm going to put a teaspoon of that in here. And I'm also going to add a little squirt of tomato paste. Not too much, but I want it to have a little bit of a tomatoey flavor. And then I'm also going to add some some homemade mushroom powder. Now I made this out of dried mushrooms, dehydrated mushrooms that I ground up. And it's real easy to do, and it's way cheaper than buying it already made. So I'm going to put about a teaspoon of that in here too, because that gives a very umami flavor. And umami is the flavor that you get in most meats. It's like soy sauce and you know, different things. So I'm going to go ahead and boil this water in the microwave. We'll bring it to boiling, and then I'm going to add my TVP. So I'll be back in a minute. Okay, so if you're wondering what the nutritional value of this is, here it is. You can put that on pause and read it if you want. But to this liquid, I'm going to also add a little bit of onion powder, just to taste, and a little bit of garlic powder, again to taste. If you don't like it, leave it out. Alright, and then I'm going to add 1 cup of TVP. Alright. And I'm going to let that hydrate up. And I'm going to cook it a little bit in the microwave. And then I'm going to add this to my stuffed peppers and to my deconstructed cabbage. Alright, that's it. I'm going to cover this up and let that rehydrate. 10 minutes or so until all the water's soaked up. Okay, in the meantime, here is my brunch today. Peanut butter and jelly on homemade bread, a sliced up orange, and some celery with cream cheese. Alright, so there we have it. I'm going to go eat this, finish my coffee, and then I'm going to get back to making the TVP. Okay, so my TVP is hydrated, so you can see it swells up quite a bit. So I'm going to cook this in the microwave for about 5 minutes. You can also add it to whatever dish you're making and cook it that way. But I'm not making the cabbage and the stuffed peppers today. I'm just going to make the TVP and the rice so that when I'm ready to make it, this will be all done. So I'll be back. Okay, the TVP is all ready to go, and you can keep some of this cooked up in your fridge, add it to tacos, add it to spaghetti sauce, wherever you would use ground beef. So yeah, that's TVP. And this has been around, this is nothing new. This has been around since I think the 50s, and people have been adding that to actual ground beef to stretch it further. You can do the same thing. But since I don't eat meat, this is a good source of protein for me. So, okay, in the meantime, I'm going to make some rice. So I have here a cup of rice. And to that, I'm going to take some of this complete seasoning. I'm going to add about a teaspoon of that. And this is salty, so, taste it before you put too much on. All right, then I'm going to add 2 cups and a little bit more of water. And then I'm going to put that in my microwave for 12 minutes. So I've been making my rice this way for years and years. And this is just a microwave rice cooker, that's all. And I actually have a couple of these. Of course I do. And it's easy. Once it's cooked, open it up, fluff it up, check to see if it's done. If not, give it a little more time. I'm going to see if this water is salty enough. No, actually it could use a little bit more. So to taste, that should do it. Some of you I know don't like a lot of salt, some of you do, and I know it's not healthy, but I actually prefer salty foods over sweet foods. So this has this little lid that goes on to keep the rice from boiling over, and then I don't even remember where I got it. I think it was Walmart years ago. All right, so then I'll have my rice made and my TVP made. I'm going to stick those in the fridge. Oh, I know what I wanted to add. I forgot. I want to add a little butter to this. So a good pat of butter. First of all, I like the taste, and it keeps the rice from sticking together too much. It still will stick, but all right. So that is it, and I'll be back in a second. All right, well, I actually got my Christmas tree taken down. And the Christmas decor is all in a big black bag ready to go. So technically I did finish it by the end of the week. Yay! So I did get that done today. And it's already 1:30. So I don't know how much more I can get done. I'm just getting going and doing what I can, and then when I've had it, I'm going to stop. So, cheers, coffee time, finishing up my morning coffee. I think a lot about saving money and food and what I can do to stretch my income so that I don't have to live like a poor person, because I don't have a poor man's mentality. I mean, I made decent money when I worked, and I don't really want my lifestyle to, I mean, it's totally different than what it was. Definitely my lifestyle is different, but it's not a bad thing. It's actually, I'm enjoying my lifestyle. But I don't want to get that poor man's mentality where I feel like I can't afford anything. And with the economy the way it is, it's, it's getting rough, but I guess you have to just sort of choose what is important to you. So one of the ways, the biggest way that I save money is on my food. I don't buy the most expensive food, but I buy good food and I buy nutritious food, and I try and get the biggest bang for my buck. Now, when I was younger, I would go out 2-3 times a week to the discount stores and just to see what I could find. And most of the stuff in my house, not all of it, but most of the stuff in my house, I bought on a very discounted money. So I would just go around and look for the things that I wanted or things that were unique, and that's what I did. And I still shop that way. But I don't go out shopping 2 or 3 times a week anymore. Even our store Marks, the bargains aren't what they used to be. Their prices have gone way up, and I understand they have to make some profit too, but it's just, so I'm very glad that I bought what I bought when it was available and when the economy was good. So, but that's how I've always shopped. You know, I don't buy expensive clothes. I buy nice, attractive clothes. You'd never know it because I'm always in my pajamas or in a sweatsuit here at home. But I don't go that many places anymore. But when I do go out, you know, somewhere with the family or meeting a friend for lunch, I do get dressed. So, and dressed up a little bit. So anyway, I know a lot of people that are frugal. You know, it's like, oh, I never go out to lunch. But sometimes, you know, if you save money on your food, it's okay if you go out to lunch once in a while. And they usually give you huge portions, so I always divide my meals. So then that way it's almost cheaper than buying the fast food, which I rarely buy. I used to buy fast food maybe once every couple weeks. That was back when I ate meat, because now, you know, most of it is all centered around meat, and it's not something that I care to eat. So I used to love McDonald's French fries, but then I found out those are actually dunked in beef fat, and you know, that's probably why they taste good, but so I don't eat those anymore either. I just make my own. But you don't have to live like a poor person. You know, you have to pick and choose where you want to spend your money. And, you know, if you're paying top dollar now for all your food, start building up a little bit of a stash whenever you find things that you like at a decent price. That way you don't have to run out and say, okay, this week I want to make, I don't know, whatever it is you want to make, and then you have to run out and buy all the expensive ingredients. And then you never have any money left over. So I don't shop that way. I don't even remember how I used to shop when my kids were home. I think back then, I remember $75, and there were, of course, 5 of us in the family. But I don't remember if I shopped every week or every couple weeks. I mean, that's in my remote past, but I know we always had plenty of food on hand, you know. We never opened our fridge. Never in my life have I opened my fridge and not have had food in there. So, but you have to shop smart, and don't pay top dollar for the things that you want. Adjust your meals around what's available at a cheaper price. And there's nothing wrong with marked down foods. Nothing at all. The only thing is you have to get to them a little faster. So anyway, I'm just waiting for my rice to be done, and I've actually even done a couple loads of laundry this morning, so I've accomplished a few things. So okay, I will be back later, and I don't know if I'm going to get to any decluttering. I might. If I do, I'll share that. If not, I'll see you at dinner time. All right, it's time for dinner. So in here I have a little bit of the rice that I cooked, and to that I'm going to add this little tiny bit of soup from yesterday that I didn't finish. I didn't want to put that back into the other soup, so I just put that in a separate little container. So I'm just going to heat this up. And then I'm going to have a little bit of this salad. And I'm also going to have a little half of a sandwich with this vegan salami and American cheese. So I'm just waiting for my bread to toast. And that's going to be my dinner tonight. Alright, so here's my dinner tonight. Some of my homemade pickles, some vegan salami and cheese with some Dijonnaise. Apparently they quit making this. I'm so sad. And I have some of this 3 cheese or Italian 3 cheese dressing on my salad. And my nice rice soup. Okay, so I already know it's going to taste good. And that's all I have for you today, my friends. So I want to wish you abundant blessings. I love you guys. Be good to yourself. Be good to others. God bless you. Use up every morsel of your food to save money. Eat well, spend less, and I'll see you next time. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe, comment, and like. Thanks for watching.